Well, we planted the garden, and so far we got some squash plants growing. I think that's potato plants growing. I mean, that's zucchini. There are some of our pickles, they're starting to grow. Got some lettuce. And we also got over here, we got some more lettuce. And we got our tomato plants in the cages, raspberry plants, pepper plants. We got our broccoli and cauliflower in the middle. More cherry tomatoes, more lettuce in the center. That one right there is more pickles. Our garden's in good shape right now. We also have our bean plants growing too. As you guys can see, our squash is growing. And the rest of our stuff is all growing. Potato plant's doing good. The zucchini, the squash is doing good. The cilantro is doing good. The pickles are doing pretty good everywhere. The spinach is doing really good. The dill is doing good. The lettuce is doing good. The more pickles are doing good. The beans, onions, and lettuce is doing really good. The carrots are doing really good. Everything's doing really good. And also, one of our tomato plants are starting to flower. Alright, it's been about a week since I filmed the garden, and our squash is doing good now. Zucchini's doing good now. All the potatoes are doing good. I gotta go actually weed the garden later though. Our dill's doing good there. Cucumbers, lettuce, cucumbers, that's doing pretty good still. Cilantro's doing pretty good. Pickles. We actually had to replant some stuff. Before, I'm pretty sure we did them too deep, so we had to replant some stuff. But yeah, everything's doing pretty good so far. Like the tomatoes, they're getting bigger. They're starting to actually get a few flowers on them. Yeah, like our beans, you can see, like this is when they first start out. They like to poke through, and then like to come to become a bean plant. 3 boxes of beans, carrots, onions, and kale. Tomatoes again. Ooh, this is our raspberries. They're starting to flower. Yeah, with cherry tomatoes, lettuce. These bigger ones right there, it's our broccoli and cauliflower. And yeah, you can see how they're getting bigger. Our peppers, they're doing good, but I ain't seen any flowers or anything on them yet. So far, for being about a week later, everything's doing pretty good. Right there in that corner, that's the area where we had to redo the cucumbers. And as you guys can see, they're starting to grow. We had to redo peas for the garden, and they're starting to grow. Yeah, only one started, so we had to redo both sides, but it's working pretty good right now. You remember that over here we had just that one pea plant that's big? They're all actually starting to grow. And the spinach is growing now, that's really good. The romaine lettuce is actually starting to pop up again a little bit. That whole row was gone, and then like a week later or something like that, it's actually here. So yeah, it's been a few days since I filmed the garden, and everything's doing really, really good. It is June 20th, and look at how big our cauliflower leaves are, and how big our broccoli leaves are, and how big our kale leaves are. Okay guys, so along with this tomato, we actually have a second one. Okay guys, it's 4 days later, and we got rain, and everything is doing really good. And the lettuce, we could pretty much start eating this a week. But the only thing is that nothing has flowers. Even look at our carrots. Wow. Well, there is stuff that does have flowers, I guess. Yeah, like look at our Look how big these leaves are on our broccoli and cauliflower. There's a few flowers starting on the tomatoes. And the raspberries. We put this like new fence on there. It's not electric, but it just kind of holds the raspberries so they're up. And these are the only 2 tomatoes that we have. Oh, actually 3 tomatoes. So yeah, a lot can grow in 4 days, but we also got rain, and rain and water helps a lot. Look at how big everything got. See, like we even just started those from seeds, like the peas, and I'll look at them. And like right here, this is pretty much ready to eat real soon in salads and sandwiches or whatever you want. Well guys, just overnight basically, the squash, that's the one I was showing you guys. And look at this one right here. It actually is starting to flower. Look at the pea plant. It even has a flower on it. Alrighty guys, it is July 12th. And look at the squash. The squash actually it's starting to flower. And that's one of them starting. And they're at the next stage when they start to grow out. The zucchini is actually starting to flower also. The potatoes are starting to flower, which is good. The cucumbers are at that same stage where they start to go out. That's pretty good. Lettuce, we actually just had a salad just the other day. See, all that's doing really good. Cilantro's doing good. We haven't used that yet. Cucumbers, as I was saying, are still doing good. I think that's a cucumber starting out. It is too, yep. And that's the spinach. The peas are doing really, really good. It actually is starting to flower. The tomatoes are doing good. There's just no tomatoes on them. I don't really know why. And then all of our beans, they actually are starting to flower. And that means that they'll actually have beans, and that's really good. Carrots are pretty good. They just need to get taller. Our onions are really doing good. And yeah, there's that patch of the tomatoes. Wow, look at all the flowers on our peppers. And if you look at our broccoli and cauliflower, they're just huge. But look at the broccoli, I noticed that there is a broccoli head right down in there. We got that one and we got that one down there. Cauliflower, it's down there somewhere. I haven't really spotted one yet. Little tomatoes or cherry tomatoes are doing good. Our raspberries are doing really good also. Because look at that one right there. It's so close to being ready to eat. Doing a garden is really, really easy. We have raised beds because it's just the easiest, because basically right there is our old garden. You guys can kind of see the whole entire rectangle, and it kind of sucked. It was just a lot of weeding, and raised beds are just a lot easier. They're just pretty much right at that height, so you can just kneel down, you can pick right at it. And it's pretty easy. One thing I really do like about gardens is that you can watch them start off as just this little small seed, and then they eventually turn into this, and then they produce vegetables and all that stuff. Which is something that I really, really like. And it's just cool because I like watering, and it's just nice to see the process of everything. Alright, thanks for watching. This is the end of part 1.